You bought a rental property for passive income, and somehow now you're a full-time maintenance coordinator, rent collector, lease enforcer, leasing specialist, and a part-time handyman. And according to Buildium, about 40% of U.S. landlords self-manage their rental properties. And the number one reason for this is cost. They simply do not want to pay for a property manager. On the surface, self-managing sounds like a smart way to save money, right? Why pay someone 8 to 10% a month when you can just handle it yourself? But here's the problem. A lot of landlords focus on the visible cost of hiring a property manager and completely ignore the hidden costs of not hiring one. In many cases, self-managing doesn't save you money at all. It changes how you lose it. Here are the top 5 reasons you should not self-manage your rental property if your goal is to protect your cash flow and maximize your returns. Number 1, vacancy will cost you more than the management fee ever will. This is one of the biggest mistakes self-managing landlords make. They obsess over saving a small monthly management fee, but then lose hundreds because the property sits vacant longer than it should. Every extra week or month your property sits vacant costs you real money. You are still paying the mortgage, the taxes, insurance, utility, lawn care, and maintenance with no rent coming in. And a lot of self-managing landlords accidentally create longer vacancies because they overprice the property, take poor listing photos, respond slowly to leads, or don't have the systems in place to handle inquiries and showings quickly. That is expensive. Losing 1 month of rent will often cost you more than several months of professional property management fees. So the question is, how much does property management cost? The better question is, how much is a vacancy costing you? Number 2, bad tenants are far more expensive than good management. A lot of landlords think they are saving money by handling leasing themselves. They watch a couple of YouTube videos, they ask ChatGPT, and they think they are professionals. But if you place one bad tenant, any savings vanish in a blink of an eye. When a self-managing landlord places a bad tenant, and it will happen, it costs you thousands in lost rent, late payments, property damage, legal fees, court costs, eviction expense, added turnover costs, and not to mention your sanity. And the truth is, tenant screening is not just at its glance, a credit score, and hoping for the best. You need to know exactly how to verify income correctly, review past rental history, spot red flags, evaluate inconsistencies, and follow fair housing laws, all while doing that. That is where a lot of DIY landlords get burned. They either see dollar signs and approve too quickly because they want to fill the vacancy fast, or they deny the wrong applicant and create legal risks. Both mistakes are very expensive, and a strong tenant placement process can protect your rental income far better than trying to save a few dollars up front. Number 3, maintenance gets more expensive when you do not have systems or vendor relationships. A lot of self-managing landlords think they are saving money by coordinating repairs themselves, but in reality, they often pay more. And why, you might ask? Because when something breaks, you're scrambling. They do not already have the trusted vendors. They do not know who is fairly priced. They do not know who will actually show up. And many times the repair gets delayed because life gets busy, right? That delay is where the expenses snowball. A small leak becomes water damage. A clogged HVAC line becomes a ceiling damage. A minor plumbing issue becomes a larger repair bill. And if you're hiring random vendors for one of these issues at a time, then you are usually paying retail price, not preferred pricing. Professionally property managers usually have systems, preferred vendors, faster response times, and enough maintenance volume to know who is reliable and who is not. They are able to secure better pricing through scale. So while some property owners and landlords think self-managing saves you money on the maintenance, what actually happens is they pay more through delays, poor coordination, emergency call, and preventable damage, resulting in tenant turnover. Number 4, legal mistakes are expensive and they are easier to make than most landlords realize. This is the hidden cost almost nobody talks about. Landlord-tenant law is not something you want to learn by making mistakes. If you use the wrong lease language, mishandle security deposit, serve improper notices, violate fair housing rules and regulation, or fail to follow the right process during the dispute, that cost can be serious. Even if the mistake seems small, one legal error can lead to delays, lost rent, penalties, disputes, attorney fees, or a claim you never saw coming. A lot of landlords self-manage with the mindset of, I'll figure it out as I go. That works until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, that cost of fixing that problem is usually much higher than the cost of preventing it in the first place by using a professional property management provider. Saving on management fees does not mean much if one avoidable legal mistake wipes out an entire year's profit. Number 5. Your time has a cost. Whether you want to admit it or not, this one is huge. Time is money. A lot of self-managing landlords act like their time is free. It is not. Every tenant call, repair issue, lease renewal, follow-up, rent collection, conversation, inspection, vendor coordination, tasks, and showings take time, and not just random extra free time during your lunch break. This is prime time. Nights, weekends, vacations, family time, work hours. So even if you are not writing yourself a check, your time still has value. So ask this: what is your time worth per hour? What is the cost of interruptions? What is the cost of stress? Your peace of mind? What is the cost of having your attention constantly pulled back into one rental property? Because that matters. The real goal of owning a rental property is not to create another job for yourself. It is to create income, build wealth, and free up your time. If your rental property is consistently demanding your attention, then the money you think you are saving may actually be costing you more than you realize. So yes, I understand why landlords opt to self-manage. On paper, it feels like a way to save money, but in reality and in the real world, self-managing often creates hidden costs that are much bigger than the fee that you are trying to avoid. Longer vacancies, bad tenants, higher maintenance costs, legal mistakes, and the constant drain on your time. This is why the cheapest option is not always the most profitable option. Sometimes the smartest way to increase your returns is not by doing everything yourself. It is by putting the right systems and the right people in place to protect your asset for you. If you are self-managing right now, ask yourself honestly, are you actually saving money? Or are you just absorbing the costs in ways you have not fully measured yet? Have you given yourself another full-time job with a salary of $175 a month? That is a question you should ask yourself. If you want help figuring out whether professional property management would actually improve your cash flow and want to learn how much investing in our property management service for your rental property will be, reach out to our team here at The Listing Real Estate Management, your guide to a successful rental experience. Until next time, cheers.